Hey guys, I just wanted to talk a few minutes about New Age spirituality. Um, Eric. Eric's approving this message. Ding. um, let's stop calling it New Age and let's start calling it truth. Cool. Deal? Cool. Because seriously, we need to stop calling it New Age. There's nothing new about this, and it's not a distraction. People who are saying that anything's a distraction, you're playing within the illusion. Because that means that there's judgment to it, and you're saying that there's something wrong with it in some way. It's distracting you from, especially if you're saying it's distracting you from truth. Saying anything's distracting you, you're putting some form of judgment on it, saying it can be a good judgment or a bad judgment. Regardless, distraction equals judgment. That's illusion. We don't judge. That's not true. The thing is this stuff that people call New Age has been around since the beginning. This stuff's not new. And in fact, this is stuff that Einstein and Tesla talked about. Einstein himself said that that we are in, and reality is I've got hair hanging in front of my face distracting me. Reality is made of vibration, and all you need to do is tune into the right frequency. Truth. That is absolute truth, in fact, and if you don't believe it, that's fine, but that's just denying reality. That's okay, but you're just denying truth. New Age is not just New Age crap that people just made up. This is actual truth that's been around for a very long time. And then I saw someone say, yeah, people who say they're New Age, like, it helped me out at first, but they really don't tell you how to get there. They say that they're within this in 5D and all this stuff, and you can break out of this stuff, but no one actually tells you how. That's not true. That's not true. If you're not finding out how, it's because you don't want to know how, and so it hasn't been presented to you to know how, or you've just blocked your awareness and the opportunities to learn how. All I talk about is how I break out of the illusion. It's the thought and the energy work. You give whatever doesn't feel good to your team, whether you're visualizing putting your thoughts and feelings as a ball into a hat that they're holding out, or into their open heart chakra. If you had a hard time visualizing, you talk with them. You speak out loud what you're thinking and feeling. You acknowledge that it comes from illusion, from ego. You tell them that you're giving it to them, to sweep it away and dissolve it into the light. And you give them permission to wiggle into that open space and spread truth. And then from there, you project that outwards, and it's reflected back at you. How? That's how. And then you do the appreciation work. You do the work on the self-love. You accept that you create your entire reality. Anytime you get triggered, anytime you have a moment of judgment, you do the thought and energy work. The only way out is through. And that's by facing your shit. Because it's your shit. My shit. Our shit. But that's just it. When you focus on your shit, it can be really difficult. This is stuff that I've struggled with, guys. Again, I'm not just coming and talking from a place of just not doing it, not being there. One second. I'm not coming from a place of no experience. And my friend's cat. I'm not coming from a place of no experience. I've been there. I've even been there where I've heard this stuff and I've been like, yeah, okay. I mean, I've never even read The Secret, but I know that there's stuff from The Secret that I now understand, that, like, I think, like, what the law of attraction comes from The Secret. And that's just it. Like, I think it's talked about in The Secret, not that it comes from The Secret, but it's talked about in The Secret. And that's just it. Energy follows thought. That was the first time I've heard that was therapy. Literally, that was therapy. So if you want to deny what psychology says, cool. Call it fake New Age distraction if you want, but this is truth. That's like one of the few things, not one of the few, but that's one of the things psychology got right, is energy follows thought. It's not distraction. the thing is stuff like, okay, I have strong memory. I have strong memory. I am part of the 144,000 on the ship. It's also the DNA activation, the frequencies, but it is also the fact that part of one of the roles that many of us play, 144,000 of us, is we are on a ship right now floating in ether. I have strong memory of being on the ship, and I have strong memory inserting myself into this from the ship. I also have memory from being on the Council of the Galactic Federation of Light and the Federation of Institution of Light. These things are very real in the sense of the roles that we play, we have played, and are continuing to play. Remember, time's not linear. So all this stuff is happening all at once. There's different timelines, but it's like, I'm kind of getting this visual of like these timelines are side by side. So a future timeline, but side by side, but like swirled together. It's very kind of quantum. I can't even put into words. It's very kind of quantum. It's like all these lines are side by side, but then they're like jumping and crisscrossing over top of each other and like swirling around. You know, we are doing this all together. We all agreed to it. There is a base reality of ultimate truth, which is that space of light and pure love. That's what we all are, and we always are. We can't not be. So then we had, like I said, what I've said several times now, we had the thought of what would happen if we separated into chaos. What would happen if we were dual instead of one? And it went boom, bang, and we created this. It literally is as instant as thought. That's why it's so important. You control your mind, you control your reality. Reality is formed as fast as thought. We've just forgotten, and because we've been vibrating so slowly, we haven't been able to see it. But as we start to vibrate faster, you do start to see it. The manifestation starting to happen instantly. The video I made yesterday with that story, that literally the night before, like I went to bed that night thinking about how I was really wanting some sort of story or parable to be able to explain the truth as to, why there is no negative energy and how we all agreed to play these roles. My friend messaged me in the middle of the night, wrote on my post, I think it was in the middle of the night or super early in the morning. Like it was only a few hours after I had that thought. And she's like, I have a story I'd like to share on this thread if that's okay. And I said, yes, please. And she shared, and I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. Telepathy and manifestation is happening like right now. Telepathy is coming online right now. Manifestation, instant manifestation is happening right now. Time is collapsing right now. Language is collapsing right now. Like I've said, I see pictures move. The feeling of being able to fly is getting stronger. The things that I see, feel, and experience. And I keep saying, I wish people could walk in my shoes for the past 2 years, especially right now, because if you guys could, not one person would deny anything I'm saying. It's so cool, and it's so true. And again, sorry, circling back to these roles. And so that's just it. Like I have strong memory of these roles in these places and these councils and whatnot. And again, these councils are not a hierarchy thing. They're councils that the collective, we all agreed to form together for various reasons, and it's pure love. It's not a hierarchy. It's not just sitting here us controlling everything for everyone. It's excuse me, it's something that we all agreed to together, and there is no hierarchy, not even with God. God is one with us. We are all equal. We're brothers and sisters, and we all love each other. We are unable to deny each other's magnificence when we're zoomed out like that. We all agreed to it. But that's just it. That's my point that I'm getting to. The thing is those are all roles. So if someone wants to say that it's not truth, you can, in the sense of the roles that we play. Those are roles that we played. It's pretend. Within whatever doesn't feel good. So whatever doesn't feel good are parts that we've pretended. They're roles that we've played, where we've hurt each other. Anything that comes from pain, suffering, attack, ego, judgment, that's all not truth. That is something that is an illusion and a tool that we created in order to experience all of this. Anything within the roles and the simulations that we're doing that feel good, that as in comes from love and peace, that is actually true. It can't not be, because that's who we are. So we've taken truth And we've taken what illusion and tools within the illusion that we created to mush them together in order to experience all of this. But now we're waking up and remembering that we've done that, and we're also remembering we can now play with the tool of duality within the illusion. We can now use the tool of duality, not within just the illusion, not within the illusion of separation and chaos anymore, but we can use the duality of separation within the illusion of chaos, pain, attack, struggle. We can now use the tool of duality within love and peace and joy and calm and neutrality and empathy and laughter. And it's beautiful and it's so much fun and it's so cool. We're ready to stop being in chaos now. That's why, the thing is there's been certain truths that humans have known and believed up until now. But that's just it. We're waking up and remembering now. So there are going to be truths come out that you have not necessarily heard of before. And many times it's going to come from people that are appearing to be new on the scene, because there are those of us who have been blasted awake. We've emerged right now for good reason. We can go into Cicada 3301. I helped create that. Eric and I created Cicada 3301 along with the rest of the 144,000. And that's because, like the cicada, we emerge now to help wake everyone up. But that's just it. We are all doing that. It's just within different roles of how we're doing it. The 144,000 just also happen to be Cicadians, and we just happened, that's the role that we agreed to play with, and that's how we're helping it wake everyone up. Everyone is doing something to help wake everyone else up. Everything happens for good reason. I'm not going to start naming certain things that are going on in the world right now, but those are tower moments for the collective. And the thing is karma. Karma is not punishment. Karma's a bitch. Karma, no. If you're looking at karma as a weapon or a tool or a punishment, then that's coming from ego. That's not truth. Karma is lessons. And what those lessons are is to help you get rid of your shit so you can move forward. You have to stop pointing and blaming others, even when it looks like you've been attacked. No matter what form of attack, you can think of the most horrific form of attack to the most gentle form of attack. I don't know how else to say it, the lightest form of attack, whatever. It is a role that you have asked a loved one to play, whether it's you contracted it in before you came in here, or it's because the external is the internal projected outwards. It's something that you've been thinking about yourself, or it's something that you've been indulging within illusion. And so the universe and your loved ones go, okay, this is what you want, so we're going to play it for you. If you hold on to anger and grudge and pointing fingers, no matter how the attack looks, you will not be able to move forward in any way. No, okay, those are wrong words. You will not be able to move forward from that, and you will always have to end up incarnating again. It's not that you're going to respawn instantly necessarily back into a simulation. There's chances you'll be able to rest. You might need to rest and heal a little bit before you come in, but you're going to have to. And you'll want to also. You'll have a moment where you might not want to, but you will. The urge will be too strong to come back in within a simulation and play it out until you let it go. Let it go. You have to let it go. You have to. You have to admit that it's your shit, that you create your reality, that you signed up for all of it and you asked for all of it. You have to. If you want to be able to, first of all, come into your full awareness within this, your full awareness and full abilities within this. And if you don't want to reincarnate again, and if you want to exactly. If you don't want to have to go through any tower moments and things falling down on you, you have to let it go. You have to. Or you're going to reincarnate over and over, because it's a lesson that you're refusing to face. You don't want to face the fact that it's your shit and you asked for it. You want to play victim. So you're going to keep playing victim. You're going to keep being a victim until you accept that you're not a victim and you create your reality. It's all roles that we're playing. New Age isn't New Age. This is stuff that's been around for a very long time. It's the other stuff that's been illusion. And it's been important because it's helped raise our awareness to the point that it's at. But now we are ready for truth. And the truth is this New Age stuff. It's just fact. We live in a world, not just live, the reality. Everything is made of vibration, energy. That's just fact. That's not New Age. That's just fact. I can't even think of other specific examples right now. I can't think of anything specific right now, but you look into it, this is stuff that's been around for forever. And the thing is, you keep zooming out and it gets harder and harder to use language to explain things because it does break down to a point where it's just pure vibration and energy and bliss. What reality actually is, it's infinite. All of it's being played out constantly. But the base truth is that it's pure love, pure positive light. And we're just in a state of being together, and it's beautiful, and it's love, and it's joy, and it's bliss, and it's laughter. And then from there, we play. We play different roles, different scenarios, different simulations, different games. It's play. Play pretend. We play pretend. We keep truth within us, and now we're coming back to we can play within simulations with truth because now we're remembering and we don't need to go into chaos and attack anymore. We never did need to, but we wanted, like we said, we had that question of what would it be like? What if? And we went bang. And then we went, oh shit. And then we felt guilt and shame and fear about facing what we did. And that's just it. We felt guilt, fear, and shame about facing what we did. And in doing so, facing who and what we truly are, home, God, our greatness. But you don't need to be afraid of facing that shit anymore. It's okay to face all of your crap. It's okay. You haven't done anything bad. No one has done anything bad. Especially, think about it, the consciousness that's listening and watching this video right now, this isn't the only life you've lived. You have countless other lives and you've played every role. I have lived a life where I was a mom and I killed my own children. And actually, on a beyond level, what that really is the parent, especially in cases with moms, they can feel how hard they know how hard it's been here, and they just want to send their children back home. Really, that's when you zoom out, that's what it is. They just want to send their loved ones back home because it's too hard here. You just go home. Just go home. I don't want you to suffer here. There's a zoomed out beyond reason for everything. I've incarnated as a man where I've done things that here in this life as a woman, I'm completely traumatized by. And I have to remember, I've been a man and I've done it too. So if you're sitting there and you're judging anyone for anything, just think you've done it also. You just don't remember. This stuff isn't fact. This stuff isn't fiction. It's fact. This stuff isn't not true. It's real. As in, these are all roles that we've actually played. In the sense of it's illusion, so it's not true and it never happened, absolutely, a passing thought. But in the sense of roles that we've played together, and we need to acknowledge that and thank each other. You start with forgiveness because there's pain there. We don't actually need to forgive anybody, but because there is pain, you need to forgive that person and yourself in order to help let it go, release it. But then you zoom out and you remember that it was a role that they played for you, and you actually need to be thanking them and remembering who and what they truly are, which is another spark of God's source light, which is what we all are. We are all one with God. I am you and you are me, and me is us and them and we. You can deny it all you want, that's fine. But you're just denying fact and truth. And again, that's okay. But until you face it and accept it, then you're going like this, getting to where you want to be instead of going boop like that. So this stuff is real. New Age isn't fake. It's real. Not staying attached to these certain roles. There's something to be said about that. Keep zooming out and remembering it's roles that you just played, and we've all played all the roles. And there is no hierarchy. Everyone is special in their own right, but no one is more special than the other. You know, so there's something to be said about that. But denying how this has all happened, and the fact that these are real roles that have been played, real within the illusion, and then also real within truth, because the pieces that come from pure, like I keep saying, pieces that come from pure love and peace, that's truth. So you can deny all you want, but I want out of the illusion now, so I face it and I accept it, and I'm blasting up for it. So yeah. And just another side note, you can't hurt God. God doesn't judge. And we really need to work on not spreading that false evidence appearing real shit, because that's just fear programming, and it's just, you want to talk about stuff that's not true. That's strong illusion of what's not true. God doesn't judge. We don't need to be worried about any kind of punishment. We're not hurting God. We're not actually hurting anyone. That's perception that we've hurt anybody. God doesn't judge. Energy doesn't judge. And so if there's any human that's judging, you need to take a step back and breathe, because that's not on you to judge. I have my judgment too, excuse me. And that's just it. Again, I'm coming from a place of I'm working on it. I just talked in my video yesterday. I think it was yesterday. One of my videos recently. When I watch movies and shows, like every minute I'm doing thought work with my team. It's good practice, because I'm constantly judging these characters. And within doing so, I'm judging myself. We're not to judge anything or anyone. Why do I have the right to judge when I've done it all too? Judging anyone is judging me. And then we need to work on not judging ourselves for judging. We're all one. We're connected in a oneness, and we share the same consciousness. Science even proves that. So you can deny it all you want, but it's just fact, and you will get to a point where you accept it. Eric's agreeing. Eric's like, fucking A. That's all, Eric. Fucking A. So, excuse me. I just wanted to share that with you guys. These roles have all been played. Absolutely. It's not New Age, it's truth and it's fact. And there is information out there on what to do within this, on how to get there. I talk about it constantly. So if you're curious, follow my stuff and follow me. I talk about it. Energy and thought work, appreciation work, self-love, accepting we create our reality, all that stuff. Do that, you blast up faster. You get there more from point B back up to point A, from beta to alpha. Or you can go from beta to all these side points, and then you get to alpha. I want to be an alpha now, so I'm getting there now. So, all right, I love you guys. Thank you for everything. I feel like there's more I want to talk about, but I can't think of it. God knows there'll be a second video coming up again in a bit. We'll see. All right. I love you guys very much. Thank you for everything. Yeah, one now at a time. Face your shit. Accept that it's yours. Accept everything you sign up for everything you go through is what you sign up for. It can be a hard pill to swallow. But that is literally fact and truth. You sign up for everything you go through. I know it can be difficult to accept. I've been there. It can suck to accept it. I get it, guys. I get it. I've been there. Even recently, I'm like, I'm not accepting that that's mine. But I always circle around to, even when I can still at times feel resistance, but I give my shit to my team. I end up saying, okay, I can see it's mine. I can see my ego's triggered in this way. Just freaking, and even if it's a quick flash, I just take it and I just shove it in their heart chakra. I've been there, guys. I know it's difficult to accept this stuff. I understand. I've been there. It's taken me a bit, but I eventually circled around to accept it, and you will too, whether it's within this life or one of your parallel ones that's happening at the exact same moment, because you're not just you in this one. All right. I love you all very much. And as always, have a wonderful now.